it's true. Nobody comes close to you. Sitting in an empty room when you're smiling, the whole world is shining blue. All the glow I have for you.
Good morning. Hi, Yessie. Good morning. Everything all set up here. How's everybody doing? Good morning, Lucas. We have lots to talk about today. I'm so excited. What's everybody up to? Thank you, Beth. I got lots of stories to tell. I know, me too. Thank you, April. Hi, Christine. Hi, Amy. Yes, I did. Ooh, okay, nice. I got my Celsius as always. Good morning. Good morning. All right, let's share out the live. Let's get people in here and we'll get talking. And yeah, I didn't think I was going to be able to come on today. Well, I wasn't sure, honestly, because my husband had an endoscopy and he had to be there at 6, but sometimes they have you go 4 hours early. I don't know. I wasn't sure how it was going to play out. So, he's fine. He just had to have it done to check on some stuff. He's had some issues, but he's good to go. So yeah, today is my only work from home day. So I was happy. Oh, yay. I'm glad you're here, Christy. Thanks for sharing your time with me. Rocking out to my Jamie McIntyre this morning. Hey, Salty, how are you? Good to see you. Back to drinking mushroom coffee this morning. Had fresh blueberries, toast with nice. Hey, what all you guys having? What are y'all drinking? I got my Celsius. My new obsession is the watermelon lemonade. It's not new obsession, but hi, Britt. Creme brulee coffee. Ooh, if I liked coffee, that would sound great. Hi, Jen. Good to see you. So yeah, I've had some really cool things happen this week. Yesterday I had a really great, thank you, Jen. Well, first we know filters are a thing, but also I was feeling specific. I was actually feeling especially pretty today. Oh, yeah. It's been a crazy week. It's been parent watch week at the dance studio. Oh, I need to turn my do not disturb on. Hold on. There we go. There we go. And if you stop for a minute. Got Clash Coffee from Southern California. Ooh, interesting. That's cool. So I might be talking funny because apparently I bit my tongue at some point. And now I got huge canker sore sitting right on a nerve on my tongue. So I'm I feel like I'm talking funny. I might be. And I have this stuff that'll help make it numb. So if I'm just occasionally I'm not vaping, I'm actually just numbing my tongue. Those are so painful too. And it'll last me 2 weeks. It'll be in there for 2 weeks. Thanks, Amy. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. That's insane to me. I don't do anything at 5:30 in the morning. But I take my husband to his procedure. So, all right. But also, you guys, check it out. You guys ready to see the egg? Also, I love my chair because I can sit cross-legged. Check out the Septarian dragon egg. Isn't she gorgeous? Like, it's just incredible. Isn't it gorgeous, Amy? Aw, thank you, Christy. You're so nice. Thank you. Yeah, it is so cool. And you, those of you who've been in my lives know, like, it's been, the dragons have been a whole thing, right? It's crazy. But yeah, this lighting is much better than what I had done in the video. It's just so pretty. The markings are pretty. Yeah, so that's my dragon egg. I have not named my dragon yet. I got this in Stillwater, Minnesota. I was there last week judging a dance competition, but I also met up with one of my best friends, Mandy, and we went into Stillwater and we went to, she goes, do you want to go to a crystal store? And I'm like, duh. Like, is that even a question? Like, of course. And it was cool because, like, it's 2 stories. We're walking around and I'm seeing stuff. And I'm like, okay, cool. But I wasn't really drawn to anything, knowing full well I had to fly home and I just had like a little carry-on, because I was only there for a couple of days. So I'm not really thinking about buying too much, but checking it all out, it was really fun, right? And she goes, there's a whole lower level. I'm like, well, let's go. Let's do it. So yeah, I go to the top of the stairs and I take one step down and I felt this whoosh of energy. And then I had this deja vu moment. Like, everything felt familiar. Now, I've never been to this place. I'd never been there. Hi, Diana. Good morning. So it was just crazy. Okay. So I'm like, okay, well, this must be something kind of cool, right? Going downstairs. And then I walking around again, not really seeing a whole lot. I picked up a couple of things for other people, not seeing anything that I needed for myself. And then kind of come around the corner and there's this big basket of these beaded bracelets, which I'm a sucker for. And this was the only lava one in the whole basket. And there had to be like a couple hundred. Like, there were a bunch of, it was a big basket, like this big around. So I pick it up and I physically felt the energy in it. I'm like, okay, this is weird because I don't feel that. I'm not a feely person. I don't know yet, Lucas. Oh, thanks, Amy. She says, every time I see a dragon lately, I think of you. Last Thursday, I went by my friend's store and she was wearing a dragon t-shirt. It was a burn red color. Ooh, that's cool. I have a feeling my dragon is red or orange-ish. I have a feeling I'm going to be doing some trance channeling with that dragon soon. Anyway, but I thought it was kind of funny. I'm like, oh, lava. But I felt it. It's really hard to describe. And actually, like today, I put it on my right wrist and it made my whole hand cramp. Like, that's how much energy this thing has. So I changed it over to my watch side. It's weird. So I'm holding this thing. And then I come around, and on another table was the dragon egg, this amazing dragon egg on this little stand, right? And I was like, oh my, that looks like a dragon egg. Why am I thinking it looks like a dragon egg? Dragons don't actually exist out in the free world. Like, they never did on this earth plane, right? So, but I was like, that's a dragon egg. Like, if I was going to have a dragon egg, that's what it would be. And she's like, I feel like that's going to go home with you. And I'm like, that's the last thing I need is a giant crystal. And so I started to walk away from it and I felt a physical pull, like a physical energetic pull to this thing. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to touch it. I'm just going to hold it for a second. And I picked it up and she goes, yeah, that's totally going home with you. And then we had a good laugh because you guys know how big I am with music, right? And overhead, the song playing was Ring of Fire. Like, that's the kind of stuff you can't make up, right? Like I did, and I just, when we laughed about it. I was like, well, yeah, looks like, oh, thanks for being part of my team. Oh, hi, Kim. So yeah, we had a really good laugh about it. And yeah, I took it home. And so now I have this amazing dragon egg that I just want to touch it all the time. It's so pretty and magical. It feels magical. And maybe that's in my mind and I don't care. I just like my cool dragon egg. It is beautiful. It is so pretty. And it's got such great energy. Like I can physically feel it in my hands. So yeah, like my wrist hurts right now. Like it's weird. So I need to like get that shaken out. But I also have another story. Crazy thing. They are debating right now if the T-Rex arms were actually wing bones and not arms. You know, they have said, I've heard a lot of scientists theorize that T-Rex was not necessarily like reptilian. Like they think there were more birds or something that was winged, potentially. How cool would that be if there were actual dragons that they were like, well, maybe we're onto something here. That would make sense, actually. So, how cool would that be? Good morning, Michelle. Good morning. So I had another thing happen yesterday. Buckle up. This is a really cool story. So you guys know I'm a dance teacher. Until last September, I'd had a professional tap company for 12 years. I was still performing, still dancing, and we would hire choreographers. We would go do shows. We would go to festivals and we would tap dance all over the place, right? Back in 2018, we had learned a piece called Burn. Y'all have to, you can't, again, we can't make this up, right? The piece is called Burn. And now that I'm thinking about it, this is even funnier because it's one of my favorite dances to do. It's a feel-good workout. It's like a 4.5 minute, high intensity, a lot of tap dancing, but also very artistic. So it's like, it feels good. It's an energetically feeling good dance. I was doing this dance last September and that's the dance that took my knee out the first time. So I've been on this mission I know that when I can get back to doing that dance full out, I'll know I'm fully healed. So I ultimately didn't wait long enough and let it heal, which is why I ended up tearing my meniscus later tap dancing, like a month later. However, back to my burn story. My friend who choreographed that piece said, hey, I'd really like to set this on my company. Would that be okay? She goes, I'll give you guys all the credit. I'm like, dude, you choreographed it. But yeah, if you want to give credit to my tap company for being it's in our repertoire, right? It's like, absolutely. She goes, but also when you come to Detroit in August, you could do it with us and we could all dance together. Like right on. Now, back in 2018 is the last time we had performed that in Detroit. And there was a member of our company named Vanessa. I've talked about Vanessa before. And she, unfortunately, unalived herself and her sister after their mother had unalived herself a few months prior. Hi, Alicia. Welcome in, everybody, by the way, just right in the middle of the story. But Vanessa comes through to us quite often. That was the last time she performed with us, was that dance. And that dance was set for 5 people. We never replaced her. So since then, we've only done that piece with 4 people. Okay. So I know it was a lot, Jen. And I was actually in Phoenix at a tap festival with my friend Jen, who choreographed the piece. like all these pieces, it's funny how they all fit together. Hi, Mandy. Oh, I was just showing my egg. I was with actually AJ on when I got it. So I find out that this has happened. The unaliving has happened while I'm in Phoenix with my friend who choreographed that piece called Burn. Keep in mind, we're talking about dragons and this, like, it's all this weird circle. So yesterday, my friend Jen says, hey, can you send me the videos, the breakdown videos? I haven't done that dance since 2018, like since I choreographed it. So I'm like, sure. I go to pull it up in our Google Drive, and I realize there's a full run from when we auditioned. Hi, Bella Jane. And I'm watching the video and I'm getting kind of teary-eyed because Vanessa's in that video. It was an audition submission tape or video that we had done to try to get into a show. So we had filmed that, and that was the last full video that we have of her performing it, like in costume with us, right? So I'm watching it, getting a little teary-eyed, and then my internet was glitchy, so I clicked on the internet. This is the part that gets wild. Keep in mind, I'm watching Vanessa, and I'm watching them do a dance called Burn. Okay, we got dragons in the background over here. And I had told Jen earlier that day, I don't know if I'm ready to fill her spot. I don't know how that will feel. All these years later, I don't know if I would ever want to do that dance with more than 4 people. I mean, I don't try to put artistic lids on things, but I don't know if I can do that. This is yesterday afternoon. I'm trying to fix my Wi-Fi and it comes up, do you want to use a hotspot, like personal hotspot? Mine came up. Buckle up. You ready for this? Vanessa. It says Vanessa with the hot face emoji. While I'm watching Burn, while I'm watching Vanessa crying, wondering if I should replace her in that dance. Like, just let that sink in for a second. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Right, that's a heck no. Right, Tori? Like, I don't know. It's BURN. Like burn something, like hot, like fire. Not like Switzerland. So yeah, that happened. That was my day yesterday. I mean, oh, thank you, Kim. Aw, that's adorable. Thank you. So I feel like that was Vanessa's way of saying it's okay. I truly feel like that was her way of saying, you can replace me, like you can fill my spot. And I mean, and then we're going to be doing it on the stage at the festival where she danced it last. Like that was the last time she danced with us, was in Detroit at that specific festival. So yeah, she was totally there. And it's crazy because she does come in. She doesn't really come in through people's readings when people do readings with me, but she comes in funny ways for me. often, quite often. Because when she passed, like she had zero family that gave a crap about her at all. It was a whole very dysfunctional situation. And I ended up cleaning out her apartment. She was just in my company, like she was just a company member. And then we did a whole show dedicated to her called Dear Diary, because everybody was like, well, we don't understand why this happened. Why this happened? Why this happened? And I swear, when I was in there cleaning her apartment, going through stuff, there was this light shining from the ceiling on a book that is the same color as my motorcycle. So I picked it up, and it was her diary that explained exactly why everything happened. It was the diary she used to journal everything that had been happening since her mother unalived herself. I knew exactly. And if anybody had taken 5 minutes to look through anything, they'd have known. So it was just a very sad situation. So we ended up doing a whole show called Dear Diary about the 7 stages of grief from different perspectives. So we did a child's perspective, a teenager's perspective, and an adult's perspective. And a lot of those dances are on YouTube under Circle City Tap Company. My company's no longer, as of September, I closed it down and I sold my floors this week. But it's just, yeah. So I've got a number of the videos are there. And actually there's a dance on YouTube. I would encourage you all to go watch it. It's called For Vanessa, Without You, or For Vanessa. We did a whole piece for her in her memory. So for her, so she shows up a lot around me. Thank you, Tori. I really do believe our tap family, she traveled, she loved tap dance. She traveled all over the country to do it. And she was an orthodontist, a pediatric orthodontist, by the way. She had master's degrees from Butler, from NYU. She had like 5 different degrees. It was insane. Super smart. And her sister was extremely smart too. Also a dentist. She was a dentist with multiple master's degrees. Like, these were not, I know. And she just traveled the country and took from different famous tap dancers, did private lessons with people, did festivals. So somebody said Chrissy said, you're from Detroit. It's called Motor City Tap Fest. And there will be a show I'm not sure. The festival itself is at a studio in Ferndale. And then I can't remember where the show is, the name of the theater where the show is. And yes, I have a motorcycle. I have a Harley. I ride a Harley. I ride a 700-pound bike. My little 120-something pound self. 5'4". So, but I love it. So yeah, Vanessa's with me a lot. And I think of her often. And for that to show up. And by the way, I have no idea who Vanessa is, who that link would go to, like who that hotspot would have belonged to. I have no idea. Like, I didn't, unless it was like one of the moms downstairs in the building or someone in a building nearby. But I was upstairs. Oh, no, I'm only 5'4". That's why I'm not a rockette. Wait, is what still there? Is what still where? Davina. Good morning, Paula. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Is Vanessa still there? Oh, you mean at my dance studio? Oh, no. So I think she just hangs out with me. And I think she also hangs out with, the hotspot named Vanessa. No, it was not. And that was at the dance studio. It wasn't here at my house. It was at the studio. So, and then I went and looked later, because I did go back and look later, and it wasn't there later. Yeah. So, and there is, there is a salon. Oh, there is a salon, like a little lash and nail salon that is in our building now. And like they just occupy one little space in our building. So I wonder if one of their clients was Vanessa. I wonder if that's because, I mean, it could have been like anybody. It could have been one of our dance moms downstairs, but this was upstairs, which is where that salon is. So it could have been one of their clients. But either way, the fact that I'm watching Vanessa on video do a dance called Burn, and Vanessa with the hot emoji comes up. Come on. Like, I'm still mind blown by this. Absolutely mind blown. And that was also while I'm texting the link to Jen. It was nuts. It was it's just, I'm still kind of mind blown by it. But when you do the work that I do, nothing surprises me anymore. At no point do I go, what a weird coincidence. It's just not in my, coincidence is not in my vocabulary anymore. Yes, she is a strong one. Vanessa's a very strong energy. And I know that she visits us, and on Wednesday nights, I offer an adult tap class. So, and actually what's also interesting is like, I've been trying to get my goal is to be able to do that dance again. Like I'm going to perform in August. It'll be the first time I've performed it'll be, at that point, it'll be like a year and a half. But hey, you know what, 53, if you can still do it, do it. Actually, by that point, I'll be 54. Holy crap. I'm going to be 54 this year. My age is going to match my height. So yeah, so between the dragon egg, the dragon disembodied voice, and I forgot to tell you guys, she must be encouraging you to dance more. I think she is, but also like I'm still healing my knee from surgery. So so I was texting when I was at the dance competition. I'd already purchased the egg. I already had purchased. Have I shown you my egg? My dragon egg. I feel like my dragon egg needs its own crown. Wait. My dragon egg needs a crown. I think that's kind of funny, actually. It needs like a little something to put on top. It needs a baby crown, doesn't it? I just like to. That's my ASMR. Anyway, so napkin ring could work. Wait, I have silver napkin rings that look like tiny crowns. They don't. They do, but they don't. That could be cute, actually. Anyway, so I've already purchased the egg on Friday, and on Saturday I was judging 18 hours. I judged for 18 hours, 17 and a half. I'm being dramatic. See, I think it's a great idea, Amy. I think my dragon egg needs a crown. Thanks, Lola. So I'm texting Mandy. I'm like, this thing's going on forever, and we're already an hour behind. Pray for me, right? And I was like, listen, I need this dragon to hurry things up. Like we need to get back on track. I'm tasking my dragon spirit guide to hurry things along, right? So, and I'm texting Mandy this. I'm like, look, I need my dragon to step up because Mama's got things to do. I didn't, but I didn't want to sit there for 18 hours giving my opinion. Well, I enjoy being paid for my opinion. Anyway, so I was like, kind of passing thought. I'm like, I'd be kind, or just show me a sign. Even if you can't speed the thing up, show me a sign. Right? So it looks like it's at the merry-go. Oh, cool. Yeah. So, Christy, keep an eye out, because if you live in that area, you can come see me dance in August. I'll be performing, assuming I'm healed and all is well. Either way, I'll be there. So I was like, show me a sign. I kid you not. I kid you not, you guys. This is the stuff you can't make up. I looked down and this is sitting at my feet. At my feet. And I'm like, oh, it just looks like a little piece of asphalt or something. Then I get closer, but it's shiny. It's the same insides as this. See how shiny it is? And it looks like it's a baby one. Keep in mind, I'm reading Fourth Wing series right now. So I'm like, oh, look, it's Taryn and Andarna. How cute is that? For those of you who read Fourth Wing. Also, that's what my disembodied voice sounds like, is Taryn. It's creepy and weird, but cool. The wee one. That's right. The adolescent. So it's like my little tiny dragon egg. So I keep them together. But it was at my feet. And in that moment, there were two kids, because this competition was at a school, two kids riding bikes across the parking lot out of nowhere. I don't even know where they came from. Like they were just there suddenly. And I hear them go, say something like, yeah, that was something fire. Like, what is happening right now? What is happening exactly? Right? What is happening? Like, that's the stuff you can't make up. Yeah. So that happened. That was kind of cool. So I got a couple dragon eggs and a lava bracelet, and even had external validations or evidence coming in through music, through people talking off in the distance. Like, what are the chances two kids are going to come out of nowhere? Like, literally, I had no idea where they came from. They were just like suddenly there and talking about fire while I'm picking up this thing that looks like the dragon egg. Of course you can, Lucas. So that was my interesting weekend. And what was really cool was there was a lot of really, really, really good tap dancing at this competition. So I got to give some really great critiques, and I got to see some really great work this past weekend. So it's just really interesting to me, you know? So those are my stories. Those are my stories from the weekend. You guys still hanging with me? Is fire your emoji today? It should be. It should be. Yeah, we should do fire or dragons and fire. Yeah. And, but wait, there's more. What kind of dance do I do? I'm a tap dancer, but I also, I went to college for dance performance, and I've danced my whole life, and I've been teaching for 37 years. So I teach ballet, jazz, tap, hot jazz specifically, and hip hop. My fun fact is that I was a backup dancer for a group that opened for Flavor Flav when I was in college. So, but mostly tap. Tap is my specialty. So then I'm cleaning up my space. I'm cleaning up my space yesterday, and I'm looking for something in my cabinet, and I pull the drawer way out because my little cabinets have pull-out drawers. And I was reminded suddenly that I actually have Celtic dragon cards. So that's what I've got today, or Celtic dragon cards. Like, I'm telling you, Flavor Flav. I know, right? I know. It was so long ago. This was like before I had my daughter. It was like in 1991 that happened. He came to Ball State for something, and I was in a rap group called Rhythm. I didn't rap. My now ex-husband did. Newsflash, he's not famous. He could have been. He had, I think I've told this story before. He had an offer from Def Jam Records to go solo, but he wouldn't leave his boys. No, I was a backup dancer for a group that opened for Flavor Flav. So I did not. And like the group I danced with it was before camera. This was like 1991. So it is not. So it was just at Ball State. He wouldn't leave his boys. Exactly. His boys shouldn't have agreed. Don't get me started. So my ex-husband at the time looked a lot like Justin Timberlake when Justin Timberlake was like 19, 20 years old. Like he had the look. He could dance, he could sing, he could rap, he could do all the things. Hi, Roger. I meant to say that earlier because I saw you come in. But now he does not look like Justin Timberlake, and he's not famous. He and his boys didn't make it. So I think he's got like 4 baby mamas, and all of us are exactly alike. So, like, nice guy, just a lot of bad life choices. I know. It is what it is. So, which one do I like better, Lucas? Oh, you mean of the dragon eggs? I like the big one. The big one's my favorite. So now you learned little funny things about me. Wonder what past life stopped my husband. Ooh, I don't know. You know what's funny? I did see him in a past life once. In my own past life regression, when I was a like gypsy traveler in a European country somewhere, and I had been like, someone had come along with a horse and carriage and knocked me off the bridge and just kept going. Nobody missed me because I was like a traveler, like nobody missed me. And I fell off and drowned. And the tunnel that opened up, the person who met me at the tunnel was my now ex-husband. I was like, oh, this explains a lot. Huh. So he was there for one of my past lives. I know. It's crazy. Crazy. My now husband, I've been married to him in we've been together in multiple capacities, numerous lifetimes. He and our kids, actually. I know the validation is crazy, right? So I thought it might be kind of fun to do some cards today, maybe do some readings. And then also I got this book. So TikTok made me buy a book, Freedom of Forward, because I had done like a cute little trend. Because my other account's called Real Life Lorenda on TikTok. Hi, Kelly. And, but I talk a lot about my books. I talk a lot about like my travels. It's just more like just me. Like I keep my Lorenda Carr Medium TikTok account, only mediumship, only spiritual stuff, right? So And I had my Gen X account, which I had like 28,000 followers for that. And it got hijacked, stolen, and it was so bad. Yes, exactly, Lucas. That's what we're going to do. And so anyway, on that, I'm in a lot of book talk stuff, right? So one of the trends was type book in the search bar and see what book the first book that comes up for you is the one that describes you or your life. And I got this. And it's so true. At the time, like this is like 2 weeks ago, I'm in this weird place energetically because Mother's Day is so triggering for me for a number of reasons. That energetically, I was just feeling it. And when this came up, I was like, I read the description. I was like, wow, that describes my actual life happening right now. Interesting. So I got the book. I bought the book. It was $12, right? Crystal Diamond Dance. Hey, girlfriend. Oh my gosh. I was just talking about us. Literally just talking about us. Our adventurous weekend of 18 hours of judging. So I got the book, and it's all about understanding. Hey, yeah, I was literally just talking about us. So long weekend or long day, but not as long as what you had in Long Island or wherever you were that weekend. So this book was very fascinating to me. Oh my gosh, you are. Well, I hope your tooth is okay. Hope you're good. So this book is fascinating because it's about a journey. I don't agree with everything in it necessarily because it's kind of a God-centered book, which I'm not opposed to God, like not that, don't think that, but comes from a religious perspective, but it's got some really, really great points in here. And I'm actually going to start posting some of the passages because I think that they are very valuable in understanding how energetically we get caught up in things. We get caught up, for years, I've talked about this very openly, that for years I had done therapy, because I was SA'd when I was a child, right? And so I'd done all this therapy, but it still seemed like a lot of people kept coming up into my life that had been also, I'm like, listen, or things would come up and I'm like, I am over this. Like I've done the stuff, I've done the work, I'm an adult, we've moved on, but it kept still coming up. So then I worked with an energy healer to like disconnect the energy. I did all kinds of cool stuff. So I no longer am in that energy, right? It's no longer attached to me. But also recognizing how things like that can affect us, mind, body, and spirit. And how, even though we do the mental work, it doesn't always leave us unless we consciously get rid of it, right? I wanted to be a fly girl, Christy. I'm just telling you, I wanted to be up there with J-Lo. You'll be in Long Island tomorrow. That's right. I was going to go. I was going to do that competition, but I couldn't because I have competition here. So anyway, this is just a really interesting book because it shows how we can acknowledge our past, which I've talked about before, acknowledge our past, but not be living it in the present. Preparing for the future without constantly being worried about the future, and still balancing our desires for the future and our plans for the future without it being cognizant of the past without being afraid of the past. Does that make sense? It's like finding that perfect balance, which I think, honestly, the book is called The Freedom of Forward. Like TikTok shop, $12. See? And I'm telling you, Bella, this is why we align our, like, we find ourselves in these situations where no show today. I'm having it today. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't have any guests today. My guests are to next week. I didn't think I was going to be able to be on, Nicole. Also, hi, Nicole. I didn't think I was going to be able to be on today because my husband had a procedure this morning, but we were home by 8:30. Yeah, just no guests. I am the show. We're just chit-chatting. I'm going to do some readings and chit-chat. So next week I've got Reverend Todd J. Leonard. So Todd Leonard. He's in a, bye, Crystal. He's a historian and he works a lot with like preserving art, but also he did a lot to preserve Camp Chesterfield and their art museum and doing all the things. So he's a really, really cool dude, lives in Japan. It's gonna be like the middle of the night when he's joining in, but he lives in he owns the Bangs sisters' house at Camp Chesterfield. And I think we're going to do a seance of sorts when he returns in September during Spirit Fest. Super excited about that. But anyway, so I know, Nicole, right? And then June 12th, you set an alarm to make sure you're watching because my mentor, Reverend Glenda Carteret, is going to be on as a guest. How exciting is that? I'm so excited. Hi, Bree. So I'm excited and she's excited too, but since she's not on TikTok, she'll be on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You'll be able to see her there. And then you can hear her on TikTok, but she's adorable. You guys are going to love her so much. So anyway, back to my book. I just recorded a video yesterday. I'm getting ready to put it up, but I thought we'd talk about it. Is one of the passages. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, it's back here. Basically says when you share your testimony, when you share your story with others and you're not ashamed of it, you help to alleviate other people's shame when it's their story also. So yes, Kim, it does. Mm-hmm. So not always. So yesterday I had a client that I was doing a reading for, and it was the topic was relationships, and all of a sudden I start seeing my life, my relationship 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and the progress of it. And all of a sudden I'm getting all these downloads about it. And I was like, I'm going to describe something to you and you tell me if this is what you're going through. And I just kind of described what my life looked like over a span of about 15 years. And she's like, wow, you're really good. She goes, that's crazy that you knew all that. And I was like, that was my life. I just told you my life. And so I was able to take that that knowledge, knowing that she was in a place where I was when my children were small. But I was able to give her, and I made sure to differentiate, like she had spirit there with her. She had a loved one with her that I, by the way, by the way, I kept seeing floating right here. That was cool. So I knew the loved one was giving me information, but also keeping her life private. Spirit HIPAA laws. So Spirit had aligned her with me because my story was the same as her story. I could offer that light at the end of the tunnel. And I would make sure to tell her, this is coming from your grandmother. And then if I said something else, I'd be like, and this is coming from your girl. This is girl's girl. This is my own opinion, not a psychic opinion. So I made sure to differentiate like what was coming from me and my experience and my place of ego or a place of, just self-awareness, right? Versus what the grandmother was bringing through. And it was just really cool how it all became a full circle. And that's one of the things in this book that is a thing that talks about, as a medium. And I find myself apologizing to clients when I'm like, I swear to you, I'm not trying to talk about me. I swear I'm not making it about me. I'm not trying to make it about me. And I mean, while I am a really good self-centered Leo at times, I swear it's not about me, but there's something that I know that in my story, they need to hear, whether it's ideas for solutions. Yes, Spirit shows us through our own experience. Exactly, April. Exactly. And that protects their privacy. That means I'm not seeing her specific life. Spirit was showing me my life to get me to say certain words that would resonate with her. And I felt like her grandmother kind of was taking credit for aligning us. Just, she knew that she needed to hear my story and understand the outcome of the story, based on choices that I had to make in order to make change, right? So that was one of the passages in this book. And just understanding, like, when you've been manipulated, if you've been in relationships, whether it's actual family or friends or lovers that are narcissistic. Yes, right, Kelly? Or if you're in an abusive relationship, how do you recover from that? What does that look like? How do you, again, reconcile the past while still living in the present and planning for the future without obsessing over the other? Right? It's finding that balance. I actually have a card in my Dancing Spirit Oracle deck. By the way, I only have 2 decks left to sell. If you guys want a deck, that's it. At this point, I have no plan of selling those anymore. So here's my mindfulness. And that's what that passage reminds me of is, mindfulness is gracefully understanding the past, thoughtfully preparing for the future, all while moving in the rhythm of the present. Each step taken is a harmonious blend of reflection, foresight, and mindfulness, creating a dance with spirit that honors where we've been, shapes where we're going, and celebrates where we are. So there's that. But I feel like that's kind of where that passage that I saw in the book was. And there were a couple others that I've you crack me up, Kim. So there's a lot of really good nuggets in the book. Again, it's coming from kind of a, you must pray. And I'm not that particular like Christianity thing. I'm spiritual. Yes. I don't know if I'd call myself not against Christianity. I just don't believe in the man in the sky with the crooked finger that shakes his finger at us. So I have kind of a different perspective. So let's see. So many of us are drawn to people who are going through the same things we have been through. Yes, and I talked a little bit about this last week. I even have my little drawing that I think Roger was going to try to do something with it. Where'd it go? I literally just had it. Did I tear it out? Oh, I did. Let me grab it. Ooh, yikes. My knees are creaky. So we talked about this. Actually, we talked about this last week. The vibration, right? Where when we're playing a certain note, when we're going through certain things, certain vibrations, right? Those are the people we see. Which is why I started doing vibe checks. She's like, hey, if I'm seeing you, my vibe's off. I got to fix it because I shouldn't be seeing you. Oh, I'm glad Bella. Bella said she's really glad she's here today. She needs to see it. Oh, cool, Roger. Hey, if you end up finishing that, please email me. I'd love to see it. Mystical beginnings. You'd like to hear my perspective on, hold on. I must have missed. I don't see what you were hoping to hear my perspective on. I have a lot of opinions on lots of things. Thanks, Alicia. Yeah. So I feel like, how about that vibe check from last week? Any updates on those names from the past? They keep popping up. It's weird. They're popping up on my FYP on my new account. I know that I'm just supposed to observe and witness. Nothing is going to be my business. It's not going to be any of my business. And I'm good with that. I am good to sit back with my Celsius or tea, just watch. But I heard in my dragon voice did tell me that I'm there to observe and I'll be validated. I'm like, okay, whatever. So mystical beginnings, you're asking who's upstairs. Well, I don't believe in an upstairs necessarily, but I know what you mean. I feel like it's spirit, like all of we are part of a collective consciousness, collective energy. I don't think there's a crooked finger man telling us what to do. I think there's divine feminine, divine masculine. And I think we're not really going to know until we get there, to be honest. So, oh, cool. Welcome, Stephanie. Spirits around us, we are part of spirit. We carry spirit in us. And I think, like, if you go back to even like the teachings of Jesus, like Jesus was a medium. Like, and he had said, we come from this, like we come from source. We are part of that. We are part of that collective consciousness, right? So that's what I believe. So yeah. Anyway, but I also did my vibe check on myself, knowing that I'd been in a funk, going back to vibe check from last week, and those people popping up, because it made me go, if I'm seeing them and I know they are bad juju, low vibration, not good intentions, say all the intentions, but not good intentions, right? But the fact that they kept popping up was kind of like weird to me. So it made me double check myself. And I was kind of in a low vibration, you know? Yes, absolutely, Amber. Exactly. And I made myself consciously raise my vibration. You know, they're still popping up, which tells me, again, I think I'm just supposed to witness something, but I'm not. One of them in a little surprised about, what do I know? Ah! I love the dragon. You know, I love the dragon. Thank you very much. I love that. So I don't know what you mean by that, by the way. So is there drama going on that I just don't see because I don't care? There must be. I'm just curious now. And what I was very proud of myself over, and I think that it's very important to recognize that all that happened. Like, I was ready to walk away from all social media. I was questioning if I should even do, like, that's how much this whole situation kind of affected me. Like, I was questioning everything, which is not a bad thing, right? As long as I bounce back from it. But man, the fact that all that kept coming up and I was not affected by it, I was like, who cares? No known drama to me. But I follow one of them. Oh, gotcha. Watch and see. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. I see, Bella. And maybe I'm supposed to watch the downfall, or I'm going to try to be positive. Look at me go. Ready? Watch this. Maybe they're going to be in the redemption arc era, and I get to observe that. Maybe I get to observe them becoming better people and not screwing everybody over. Maybe. Oh, I have my little puzzle piece. Okay. So maybe that could be it. Right? All the purple hearts. Yes. Me too. I love those too. I am, Tammy. Yes, I am. My husband, we got home at 8:30 this morning after his procedure. Maybe I'll hand him the fries. Michelle, I love you. One of the people you don't talk to, I'm surprised, but I don't know anything. Oh, well, again, I have no ill will towards any of them. I just don't. They like really consciously tried to screw me over. Consciously. And did a whole lot of things. So why would I want to be part of that? So I don't wish them ill will. I'm over it. It is freeing not to care about unimportant things in life. Exactly. Now, it was important at the time because they were literally messing with my business. Like, it was affecting the dollars. Try messing with a Leo's dollars. Yeah. So, but I just like let it go. We just let it go. We let it flow. And I'm doing my own thing. And it's all good. Just go, right? Don't go away, Matt. Just go away. Exactly. Also, hi, Stephanie. Mess with my money, you're gone. Right? Ain't nobody going to be in my pockets. Right. Exactly. Exactly. So again, no shade, no shame, no hate towards any of them. Literally. It's just interesting that they were coming back in to my purview. And then also you all were recommending a bunch of them to be guests on my show. And I'm like, nope. Nope. Wishing them well, many blessings. But no. No, thanks. And it's fine. It is what it is. Now, the cool thing is those people could never affect my connection to spirit. My connection to spirit and my work never faltered in all of that because I know who I am as a medium. I know my ethics. I know. Oh, ooh. You're fine. You're fine, Bella, because you know what? I was so happy to have the interaction that it's fine if you recommend. You know, I found some pretty amazing people because of recommendations. So don't be afraid to recommend. You weren't the only one. Yeah, it does open. Yeah, yeah. So, I think what we should do is some cards. What do you think? And we'll see if it leads to some mediumship. I don't feel spirit moving in yet. Oh well, okay. As I'm like, what? I recommend people who I don't think know you. Okay. Came to you from recommendation. I see. Yeah. I mean, I have found some amazing people. Carrie's one of my bestest friends, and I met her through one of the people that I no longer talk to. So there's still value in those relationships, even though things went the way they did. Like, I'm not sitting around salty about it. It just is what it is. Right. And I feel like with this that's going back to this book, the freedom of forward, is understanding that there is freedom in moving forward and not caring and disconnecting from something mentally, physically, and spiritually. Right. And we all know forgiveness is not for the other person. Right. We all know this. It's for us. It's for our own peace. And that's so important. There's freedom in that. There's absolute freedom in knowing how to move on. And that is something that I say that is as spiritual as you can get right there. Suggestions on disconnecting. Depends on the situation, to be honest, Tammy. Like, I literally work with my guides and my higher self, and I'll be like, oh, okay, now that I recognize what the root cause of those feelings I have are, once you recognize the root cause of it, then you can ask your guide, your team, to mentally, physically, and spiritually disconnect you from it energetically. Get it out of there. You don't need it anymore. Okay. If it keeps coming back, that tells me it's still stuck there somewhere, or there's still something you have to process with it. So maybe the lesson or the whatever it is, whatever reason it's still hanging around, is not done. So how do you work through that? Sometimes it's literally just an energetic disconnect. You just need to energetically disconnect from it. Good morning, DG Chaos. How are you? Good to see you. So let's do some readings. Also, my tongue hurts. Oh, I'm glad, Alicia. I'm telling you, when I do these without a guest and I just ramble on and on and on, I really appreciate you guys for one, listening. But also, I feel like spirit aligns the people in the room that need to hear the messages when they need them. You know what, Tammy? This might be a good book for you. TikTok shop. Look, I'm not even like selling it. Like, I don't even have a TikTok shop to promote things. It's called The Freedom of Forward. Right now it's like cheap. It might be a good read for you because it talks about family and how it's okay to disconnect mentally, physically, and spiritually. Still love people without being connected to. Yeah. So I probably should probably should have a TikTok shop and like sell this, like, or get credit for it. But it's not that expensive of a book. And I think there's going to be some good value in it. There's good value in it. Word for word. I don't know that I would be all over it, but there's some really, really good nuggets in there. So my wrist hurts. If any of you do Reiki, I could really use something on my wrist. I don't know what the deal is. Like, I had this on it and it has hurt ever since. I haven't done anything to it, I don't think. So if anybody has some Reiki, bring it on. I could use it for my hand. Thank you, April. Because man, it hurts. Are you getting messages a lot because of the new messaging opportunity? Mm-mm. You mean on TikTok? I'm not getting any messages. I mean, I'm getting some, but I don't get too many. Not really. I'm not that popular. People don't care that much. They're not chasing me down. So let's do some cards. With our Celtic Dragon tarot deck, have your channels changed drastically in the last couple months? Yes. There has been this weird waiting period. It's been happening for about 6 weeks. New guide coming in hot. Get it? My dragon's coming in hot. So yeah, I've had a new spirit guide come in the form of a dragon. I thought it was for somebody else. Turns out it was for me. Yes, with a boom. Absolutely. To the point where like, hey, have I shown you all my dragon egg? I know I have like 20 times, but I just love her so much. So if y'all want a card, let's do flame. Let's do flames, because in honor of Vanessa and burn and that story that I told earlier. Oh, cool. Okay. You just got one too. Whoa, weird. That's cool. All right. So if you want a card, drop a flame emoji. And I'm going to bounce between all of that. There's literally nobody on Instagram. Also, make sure you guys are following me on other platforms. All the platforms. Yeah, I'm trying to build, just in case this does go away. I don't think it will, but whatever. Oh, mine is giant. Oh, you mean my egg, my Septarian egg? Oh, that's a good one too, Kim. Woo! I love it. I love all the flames, all the fire, all the, whoa, that was aggressive. All right, well, so let's go back to the old school way I used to do this, where I cover my eyes. I don't see anything. I count to 5, and then I look, and the first name I see will be the one I give the reading to, and I'll bounce from different platforms. Deal? So I'm going to start. I'll start on TikTok because it's like the screen is right here, and then I'll do YouTube next because that seems to be where I have most of my traction over here. I don't know if anybody's even in Facebook. There's nobody in Instagram. So, all right, here we go. So from my phone, I'm going to choose the first person I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Looks like Carrie Bear. Hi, Carrie. You got the 5 of Swords, but also look, this is what I feel like my dragon might look like, actually. How crazy is that? All right. So Carrie, you with the 5 of Swords. Fives are conflict, but we're learning lessons through the conflict. And I feel like right now, be careful that you're not the one causing the conflict, like taking your toys and going home. I feel like you're kind of in the midst of something that's causing you discomfort that you're not real crazy about. There's something that's uncomfortable happening around you. And be careful not to breathe all the fire and burn things down. Because you can't come back from that. Choose your battles wisely. I also feel like you're being called to step back and observe a little bit more before making a decision or before spewing your fire. So just be mindful. It's okay to have your opinions. It's okay to understand something is wrong and needs to be fixed. But I feel like you're being challenged to look at things a little differently and react differently. So nothing goes awry. So that was for you, Carrie Bear. Thank you. All right. So now, April's figured this out. She's over on the Instagram now. All right. Let's go to the YouTube, Facebook. I see. Go ahead and spam away with your, I'm trying to set boundaries and get out of the emotionally abusive relationship. Oh, yeah, that's tough. You need this. That's why you're here. You need this book. Like, I get no credit for it. I'm not even trying to sell it, but like, you need this. Okay. All right. So right now I'm in the Facebook, YouTube. Let's see. Is anybody over there actively happening? Drop the flames. And then we'll do Instagram next. Oof. Okay, here they come. All right, so I'm going to choose the first name that I see over on YouTube and Facebook because they're all on the same screen. In 5, 4, 3, welcome Cinderella, 2, 1, who's it going to be? Roger. Hey, Roger. All right, let's do this. What does Roger need to know today? Roger, ooh, you get the Ace of Pentacles. This tells me either you're looking at starting a new job. There's a new opportunity for you to either make money or get something that you find value in. I don't always think of Pentacles as just money, but I see Pentacles as something of value. And I feel like there's a rebirth, something starting, a new cycle starting, or something new. And I feel like I'm hearing embrace. I feel like you're supposed to embrace the idea of something that is kind of out of your wheelhouse, or what you think is out of your wheelhouse. Something about like being out of, it's just you, Rogering. Just you. I feel like you're being called to kind of think outside the box about something. And to kind of move in a new direction. And I think this path is going to present itself very setting Mediumship Tarot. Oh, I love that. Perfect. And maybe you're going to end up making some money at it. Let me know if you need a mentor. I teach those classes. Keep at it. I feel like there's something to this. I feel like you also hold spirituality very close to your heart through loss. Does that make sense? I feel like through grief, you decided I needed to do this. Oh, really? Who is it? Who's your mentor? Inquiring minds want to know. I might want to have her on my show. I'll laugh if it's Reverend Glenda. I love a good mentor. Michelle Welch. I have to write that name down. Is she on the socials? I'll have to check her out. That's awesome. I'm glad you have a good mentor. Love that. That's the key to success in mediumship is you've got to have a good, okay, I'll check her out. Thanks, Roger. Got to have a good mentor. Got to have somebody who knows what they're doing, who's ethical, continues learning themselves, not just teaching. So I love that. All right. So thank you, Roger, for Rogering. I appreciate you. All right. Let's do the Instagram. Drop your flames. And we're going to come back. And so over in TikTok, make sure you keep tapping the screen, friends. Keep tapping the screen. And then also share the live. Let's get to 50 shares. There's 25 of you in there. Almost nice at 10, 10:30, very ethical drug. Oh, okay. I love that. Okay, I'll check her out, Roger. Thank you. All right. 3, 2, 1. First flames that I see in Instagram are, actually, it's April. I don't even know I wonder if Diana's even in there now. All right, April. Let's pull a card for you, my friend. We have the sun. The sun. The sun card. Okay, so one, I think you're being told to get out in the nice weather. You need to get outside. I feel like you're kind of hunkered down right now, or you're hiding, you're staying out of the sun. I feel like you literally need sun. And I feel like you're being challenged. I honestly feel like you're here. I'm hearing like move towards the sun, like a sunflower, like move towards the sun and feel the warmth, because I feel like right now there's something that's just very cold with you, or you're literally just cold. Hi, Roger, again. I'm just hearing get outside, go be in the sun, go find sun. That you need you need the pineal gland recharged. You need the recharge right now. And that's like the big message for you is get out of your shadows. See, get out there. That's spirit. That was spirit literally saying, get outside. I love it. Spirit sometimes is subtle and sometimes they're just very, very direct. So that was a direct message for you. Get outside, go on your walk. All right. Thank you for being one of my followers too. Appreciate you. All right. So here we go. Back to the TikToks. Tap, tap, tap the screen, friends. Okay. So here we go. Drop your flames and I will choose the first name that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's going to be? Bella Jane. Bella. Let's see what Bella gets. 8 of Pentacles. Oh, this is funny because you know what's funny? I think I literally think of this card as therapy and putting in the work to master yourself, to master your own emotions. But also it's being admired by others because you've put in the work. People are watching. You have eyes on you because you are doing the work. I feel like there's something about eyes are on you. I just keep hearing that eyes are on you. And you can actually see in this particular card, it's like you got the teacher with the book and there's other people looking, and it's like your children are watching, or somebody that looks up to you is watching you master things, watching you put in the work. You're not afraid to work. Oh, I hate that, Kay Hester. It could be my connection too. Jen, hello. I see you over there on Instagram. So just know that you're doing good by helping yourself and by improving yourself. And this is Spirit's little nudge and validation that you're doing it and you're really making a difference. Yeah. So yay. Go, Bella. All right. Let's move on over here to the YouTubes. Who's it going to be? We're in YouTube or Facebook. Those come up on my same screen. I'm waiting for everybody to jump over YouTube. There. Oh, I see somebody else coming in. I get itchy nose when I get spirit nose. I like tickle my nose a little bit. All right, here we go. Woo! We're on fire over in the YouTube now with all 4 people watching. You're welcome, Bella. All right, in 3, 2, 1, who's it going to be? Tammy. All right, Tammy. All right, let's see. What does Tammy need to know? King of Wands. You get the King of Wands today, Tammy. The King of Wands is about stepping into your energy, stepping into your fire energy. They're also fire. They tend to be fire signs. So Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. I feel like you're being seen as a leader today, and you need to lead from the middle. I hope that makes sense. Meaning like cool, calm, collected, knowing you could burn down the place if you want to. And I love the imagery in this too, by the way. You can see the dragon is over his shoulder. It's like, no, I'm good with my dragon over here. We're good. No need to burn the place down just yet. Right? So having a cool head about you and leading by example, leading from the middle is what I call it. So you're not out front charging like with a sword. And you're not in the back coddling and carrying and holding space for, right? The wands, we're still actively leading, but we're in the middle of the crowd. Okay. Not afraid to do the work, not afraid to set the example. And I feel like that's what you're kind of being called to do today. That's your vibe today. Still be in charge, still be doing the thing. But if you tend to be one of those people that burns down the place first, then maybe not doing that today. All right, Instagram. Let's do this from the Instagram. All right, we're in the Instagram. Hi, Teresa. Welcome in. In the Instagram, we have, the first person I see, and I know it's on delay, so I want to give it at least 10 seconds for people to start dropping their fire emojis. All right, I'm going to choose the first. I see movement peripherally. So here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Jen. Oh, hey, there we go. Jen was the first name I saw. Here we go. Jen, you get the 10 of Wands. Listen, quit carrying everybody's stuff. Quit carrying everybody's stuff. Yeah. Every time you take on someone else's burden, you rob them of a lesson or an opportunity to learn. It's time for you to start letting people learn their own lessons. You know, I have a good story for you because you're a mom, you get this. So my daughter was kind of making some decisions and they didn't go as well as she'd hoped. Is it life-altering or detrimental to her safety? No. She's very frustrated. But then my husband was like, well, she should have done da 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 because he's a fixer. That's what he does, right? So I looked at him and I said, but this is her lesson to learn. She's 24. At her age, I had a toddler and was going through a divorce. Like her making this one mistake while still having a decent safety net if ever needed, like of us, like she's fine. By her age, I was deep in debt. I had student loans. I had credit card debt, going through a divorce. And I had a 3-year-old or 2-year-old. Right? So I feel like you have to let the lessons happen. And my lights just blinked for you as a confirmation. Sometimes the lessons aren't for you. Yeah. Lesson for the class. TikTok's over here going, yep, I needed to hear that. Whoop. Yeah. Right. So it's not always your burden to carry. Okay. Quit trying to fix everything because every time you do, you rob somebody of a lesson. And you know what? Again, I would rather my daughter and my son, literally as we speak, I would rather them fall when we are here to help if necessary. But we don't have to help with everything. You know, there's no life and death in some of these things. It's just be life happens. Sometimes you make a bad choice and it is what it is. So there you go. Thank you, Jen. All right. So now we're going to go back to TikTok. Had a similar experience with my daughter, tried to shield her. Yes. And see, every time. And my friend Dana, her name's Dana Sear. She and I have on Facebook, we actually have a group called Sign, SIGN, 2 Women, 1 Vision. And you're welcome. She's the one that said that years ago. And that really stuck with me. She's like, every time you do something for someone to protect them somehow, you rob them of a lesson. So that 10 of Wands, you don't need to carry all those wands around. They're not all yours. So there you go. All right. TikTok. Here we go. It's your turn. All right, here we go. Spam away with your flames because we are burning today. Woof. I'll choose someone in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? The Christie Shop. Yay. All right, here we go. This was for you. 4 of Pentacles. I feel like, Christy, you are being... Oh. You might need to pinch some pennies, or you might need to hold on to something kind of tight. Try to figure out, because this card can go either way. It can be like you need to let go, you're holding on too tight, or it can be you need to pinch your pennies, right? I feel like this is more, I feel like you're being told to hang on to your dollars or hang on to something a little bit tighter, keep something closer to your chest. Yeah. And, but it's also something that's valuable to you. So it's not necessarily money. There's something that is valuable to you that you need to keep closer to you. I don't know that I feel like it's physical. It almost feels like a secret or something that you know that's special to you or something that is important to you that not everybody knows. So I hope that makes sense for you. Because I feel like you're just not supposed to share something or not supposed to, it's like, it feels like something valuable, something you keep close to your chest. So I hope that makes sense for you. And also I love this card. It's like, this is how I see my dragon talking to me off to the side and just like yapping in my ear, telling me what to do. But again, if you've listened to Fourth Wing, like the dramatic version of Fourth Wing, it's Taryn's voice. It's what I hear in my head. So, okay. Anyway, Christie Shop, that was for you. All right. Let's move on over. That was not a ghost. That was fuzz. Is there a boring version? There is. You're welcome, Christy. Did that make sense to you, by the way? I feel like I have spirit moving in. I do have a spirit moving in. The energy shifted in here. Oh, okay. Have a lot holding on to with the new job. Okay. I think my dragon's good for me. Our dragon's good for Leo. I'm a Leo. And I got a dragon. I thought that dragon was for somebody else. Good morning, Michelle. Okay, so now I understand that card a little bit better for you, Christy. because you have to. You have to keep things close to your chest. Work with your spirit guides to process. I feel like there's some things that are really overwhelming you right now. And allow your guides to help you disconnect from it energetically. Because I feel like you're carrying a lot of that energy with you. It's probably wearing you out too. Mentally, physically, spiritually. Yeah. All right. So let's move on. So thank you for being in here. And I hope that made sense for you. Let's move over to the YouTube, Facebook feed. And then drop your flames. There's a slight delay, so not as much as Instagram now. So start dropping your flames. And the first one I see, you're welcome. And thanks for coming in like all the time. Thanks for being one of my followers. It's okay, B-Flu. All right, I'm going to choose the first name I see in the YouTube in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Michelle, you get 6 of Cups. You are I feel like there's something that's come back from your past that's made you start reevaluating some things. It's either a person. I feel like someone has shown up kind of like, hey girl, hey, like that person that drives me crazy. But when they show up, I'm like, oh, great, vibe check. And I feel like, Michelle, what's happening with you is you're starting to realize how much you've grown, or that's what Spirit wants. That's the message. Spirit wants you to recognize how much you've grown from a situation, that you are no longer that person. This going back to this book, it all is coming together. It's like a theme for the day. I'm always fascinated to see what theme my guides are going to bring forward when it's just me doing the show. So I feel like you've been doing a lot of reflecting, or someone has come back from your past, or someone's popped up, or someone's kind of popped up in your mind. And I feel like Spirit is acknowledging to you that you have grown so much that you no longer resonate with that. And this is a way for you to acknowledge your own growth. Spirit's saying, good job. And when you're feeling stressed out or down on yourself, like, oh, I don't know. Saying, look at how far you've come. Look at your past. So hope that makes sense. You're welcome, Michelle. All right, let's do this. So now I'm over on Instagram. There's only one person over there watching on Instagram. Give me a chance to all go to Instagram. It's okay, B-Flu. You're fine. At least you asked. Some people just come in and just drop a question. They just expect to get a card. At least you ask. And also, are you following me? Make sure you're following me. And I left my fries with that's back here. That's right. Look, I have them on display. They're all together. Would you like fries with that? That's weird. Does it say on top for spamming? I don't know what that means. I don't really mean Yessie. Is anybody else besides April's the only one over, and I just gave her a card. And then, wait, is that the winemaker? It is. It's Alex, the winemaker. I was just talking about you today. One of the winemakers from France that I got to meet. He's a cool dude. Just like popped into my life just now. That was kind of awesome. Good morning, Steph. Good morning, Dixie. How can I do that? They're stuck here, really. So when I go to stand, it's a slow start. That's for sure. But I love this chair, so it's easier for me to sit cross-legged than it is to sit straight. All right, so here we go. I'm going to choose the first person that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Running with Bamf. Here we go. Running. Let's do running. Running, you get the Lover's card. You get the Lover's card. I feel like this is a day so your vibe today is all about partnership and playing nice with others. Play nice with others. It's a positive vibe. It's partnership. It's not just lovers. It's not just relationships. It's like personal relationships, love interests. It can be business partners. It can be people you need to work with. So today for you is all about working with others, seeing the partnership, seeing the value in an energy exchange. You do need to work on playing nice. Well, see, here's your sign. You got to play nice for sure. And I just feel like that's something that's going to be a focus for you today. And I think that what I'm being shown is that you will either, there is a benefit, like there's an actual direct benefit today that you're going to recognize and see when you have an equal energy exchange with someone. Look to see if Spirit has anything else to say about it. I'm hearing just because you know the answers and that you know what needs to be done doesn't mean you have to be the boss of everybody. That was what Spirit said. I'm going to blame that one on my dragon. Also, I feel like you're going to be shown some teachable moments. You're going to have some teachable moments today where you're going to be able to help people learn something. Very nice. I'll do my best. People out here are testing me. I know. I feel it. I feel you on that. So people always be testing me too. I teach dance. I teach children. So it's daily, every day. And the dance parents. Actually, I love our dance parents. I don't have a single one that I'm like, get out. Probably because I terrify people. I think that's true. I don't know if you know about that about me, but I terrify people sometimes. Yeah. So thank you, Running, for coming in and being the one person left in Instagram. All right. So now we're going to go back to the TikToks. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. TikTok. I'm going to choose the first person I see. Drop those flames. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Wait, oh, God, that was flying by. Gina. Oh, it's Gina. Jeez. I was like, where'd they go? That was like the fastest scroll. Usually they pause when I do it. All right. Gina, your card is Knight of Pentacles. I just had a freak out moment over nothing. All right. Knight of Pentacles. Go after the things that you want. This is a forward motion card. You're welcome, Gina. I feel like today is a day for action for you. If you want something, you're going to have to go get it. No one's going to be bringing it to you. If you want that new job, apply for the new job. If you want the education or to go back to school, go apply. If you want to go shopping, get in the car, go. Okay. The Pentacles in this particular case, I do feel like is either money or physical earth things. But like I said, it's not always money. It's things that we value. So whatever it is that you want, get. So you have been going after things. Good for you. So this must be Spirit's acknowledgement that this is where your energy is. That is very much a forward motion. And I feel like though you might struggle with, do I deserve this? And I feel like these are regular conversations you have in your head. And then you're like, Well, yeah, I deserve it because I'm awesome. But am I awesome? I don't know. Would it really upset other people I had good things? But I really deserve good things. So I feel like you kind of waffle back and forth, and Spirit's acknowledging that forward motion of you do deserve it. Keep pushing forward. Keep going for it. Like what you want is yours, right? I was just watching Keisha Kai this morning while I was getting ready, and she was talking about that actually, manifesting. Yes, I have been being more positive myself. Good for you, Gina. Good for you. Yeah. So yeah, Keisha K was talking about that on a live this morning, talking about with manifesting, you have to not only want it, you have to believe you deserve it and believe it's already yours. And then that becomes universal law, like it is. And so it is, right? So there you go. So that's your energy today. Keep going for it. Spirit has been messing with my phone during this live. Of course they are. It's because it's not that they're messing with it. It's just their energies around you. So it's causing static, disruptions, right? All right. I'm getting the weirdest reference right now. Okay, well, at least you know who they are. Really, it doesn't matter if we deserve good things or not, because we do. Exactly, Leanda. Exactly. Also, I have to ask. I'm getting this random reference. And I don't know if it's the name that I'm supposed to say. I'm being, not for you specifically, Gina, by the way, we're moving on, but thank you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. There's a spirit that has stepped in. I will laugh if it is for you, Gina, but let's see how this plays out. I'm getting a reference about 50 Shades of Grey. Remember the books and the movies? So either someone's currently watching those or reading it, or the name Christian is important. I know, right? I know, like, do I even say it? Like, it was so weird how it came in, and I heard a giggle, like someone's giggling about it. And I'm also hearing the name Natalie. Why am I hearing the name Nat? And my lights are blinking at the name Natalie. Can anybody? You're buying a gray doormat today? What, Gina? That's hilarious. And there are 50 shades of gray. Okay, Instagram running says, "What are you up to, Natalie? What the heck?" That is hilarious. That's so weird than just the name of my boss, an old coworker. This might have been just a funny. I think this might be for Gina, actually. Because I saw the 50 Shades of Grey and then giggle. You do know who it is. Okay. I feel like they just popped in just to be mischievous for a minute. Oh, Kelly, one time. Oh my gosh, Kelly. Kelly over in YouTube says, one time at band camp. Oh my gosh. Do you understand the name Natalie also? Like it was okay, good. All right. So that was just his way of confirming that that's who he is. Hey, Regina, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. What are you up to, Natalie? That's awesome. Yeah, I think he was just popping in and also just kind of confirming this whole, you got everything you deserve, what is the good things that you want, right? Yes, the wind chime's going crazy right now. I love that. Speaking of which, I need to order some new wind chimes. Mine, I left out all winter, which was dumb. I should have taken them down, and they were destroyed. I don't have any wind chimes out there now, and that makes me sad. Oh, wait. I have another set. They're in my dance room. All right. Yeah, he was just popping in. He's already gone. But now when you go shopping for your little gray carpet today, you're gonna be like, oh my God, there's 50 shades of these. You want some bamboo wind chimes. Hey, guess what? The ones that I'm talking about are bamboo. That's funny. Weird. But the fact that the way he came in with the 50 shades, that's funny. All right. Thank you for letting me bring your spirit through for you. I think he was just confirming that that's the one that was messing with your phone. Oh, Lissa. Hello, my friend. Woo. Oh, shoot. I need to follow up with you. Actually, I need to follow up with my aunt on the things that you talked to me about yesterday. Make sure you guys follow Alyssa. She's awesome. I've got a great, you missed my story earlier about how music has come in twice in the last couple days in regards to like spirit and like big time. It's crazy. You already knew it was him. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me do that little quick read for you, but letting bring him come through. All right. I am tired. Holy cow. I got up at 5:30 this morning. You're welcome. You're welcome. I think I might die. I might call it a few minutes early. I'm like crashing hard right now. I need a nap. I need a nap before I work with. I've got a mentorship to work, a one-on-one mentorship today. Ugh. Yeah, I don't do 5 a.m. Like I just, ugh. Oh, I got it, Gina. Ugh, not cool. So yeah, I need a little bit of a nap. Music is so healing. What do you think about frequencies for certain issues? I think that there's relevance to that. I'm not good at it. I know that like on YouTube, I'll go on if I feel like I need to boost my energy, I'll do like an energy clearing megahertz, whatever. Oh no, I've seen your dog act like a toddler. Wow. I don't need that much energy in my life. You're fine, Alicia. That's like it's in 2.5 hours. It's all good. Go to bed. Yeah, not cool. Not cool. Anyway, I think there's relevance to music frequency. I know when I just listen to music, I feel better. I feel energized. Definitely need the energy, have chronic fatigue. I listen to a lot of songs that just bring me joy. That's the other thing too. Agreed, Alyssa. Sound healing is good. Yeah. Oh, good to see you, Bella. Thank you for hanging in the whole time. Appreciate you. But yeah, I think there is definitely relevance to music and if we can heal from musical frequencies, because like there are people that do healing sound with sound bowls, like Regina said. Or well, she didn't say sound bowls, but like sound bowls, amazing. Seriously, just do a quick internet search on healing sound and see what you can come up with on YouTube. Father and son. Is anyone in here that has a father and a son on the other side? I just got like overwhelmed. No, not grandfather and uncle. This father and son specific. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh. Stardust does a sound healing every Monday night. Look them up. Oh, okay, cool. So there you go, Leanda. Carly over on Instagram says she has a father and son too. And Gina does. And was the son in school, like younger when he passed? And was it really hard to breathe? Okay, Gina, I'm going to see what Carly has right now too. Died in, like, I'm hearing like was school age, like schoolyard, school age. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why in a minute, why I'm saying this. Aw. Okay, thank you, Carly, for telling me that. So maybe it might still be, I might still be with Gina. Gina, your people are persistent. So the reason this came up is because I forgot that I had music on in the background. Okay, I had music on in the background and I forgot because it was just kind of part of the background noise. But then all of a sudden I heard it and I looked down and the title was Father and Son. And then the next song came on and it's called Schoolyard Days. And it just ended as I said that. And as you said that. And the next song is called Leave It All. They come through music a lot, don't they? For you, Gina, do they come in through music a lot? Okay. Is the name Todd important to you or to them? Things out there for us to see all around. But oh, we keep falling down these stairs, trying to make our lives go around. Too busy worrying about. I feel like they would be bringing up for I'm getting a motorcycle reference because I get those. Oh, Carly. Oh, we're getting a double reading here. This is crazy. Because Carly's father's name is Todd. Okay, so your father died in a motorcycle accident, on a motorcycle. And Carly's fiance rides motorcycles. This is crazy. Oh, your son. That's right. Wow. Which is why they're coming in this weird way right now, because this is like a dual message. I remember bringing him through for you, haven't I, before, Gina? I feel like I recognize his spirit. Yeah. So funny. The song is playing that, like the other song abruptly stopped as soon as we acknowledged the schoolyard thing. And the next song that came on is called Leave It All by Todd Kem. And I was like told to look at that. Like, that's what's crazy is like right now my playlist is actually the actual message. I'm kind of listening real quick. Leaving it all behind. Wow. Talking about running out of time. This is crazy. Isn't it wild how you know what it means? Okay. Yeah. So the song is called Leave It All by Todd Kem, Kem. You have to listen to it. It came up on my Spotify list after my Jamie McIntyre playlist ran out of songs. And now a song called The Best Part just popped up by Adrian Mitchell. So that's crazy. So I feel like both of you are being told to find the positives. I do, Carly. I do. You can go to my website and like there's a link tree in my profile, and you can go to my website and check out what I do. I'm just fascinated that how this all came together this way, because I wasn't expecting a reading necessarily. I'm ready to like disconnect and go take a nap, and how that just kind of came in like squealing, like, wait, not yet. Right. I feel like both of you are supposed to be focusing on the best part of life, the positive things, because life is short. And I know it's such a generic message, but I also feel like when spirits come through and give messages like that, or when spirits come through, I often ask them, like, what would you do differently? I understand we have no regrets when we cross over, but if you could do a do-over, what would you recommend to someone else to do differently, or that would have made your life better? And I feel like these spirits are coming in to say, live your best life, grab what you want, go for what you want. Life is short. Experience. I get that a lot. I do get that from spirits a lot. I wish some of them, like, I wish I'd left my house more and experienced life more. I wish I'd have traveled more. I wish I'd have done more. And I just feel like these spirits are all coming in saying, go for what it is that you want. Again, I know it's generic. Oh, wait, what is this next song? What is this? Oh, wow. Okay. You ready for this? This next song is called The Weather, Too Tired to Cry. Fascinating. By David Wimbish. I feel like the name David's also important here. That's why that song came up. Too Tired to Cry. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to leave all that with you. So yes, to answer your questions, I do private readings. I also teach classes on how to do this. So I'm starting with my abilities. So these little minis are helping with my abilities. Oh, yay. Good. Good. I know, Kim. Kim, I adore you. I love you, my friend. I'm sending you so much good energy. This song has been stuck in my head. Hello, everyone. I haven't been on in a while. Hi, Brittany. What song has been stuck in your head? The Weather? Like, seriously? I've never even heard of this song. My classes are very affordable, Teresa, just so you know. They're only $20 for 2 hours, for a 2-hour class. Oh, very cool, Gina. You will. You'll get there. You're welcome. Yeah, just go to the Schmink and Schmio tree. I've got a class coming up the last Tuesday of this month. And that's all I have on my calendar right now. I need to actually add. I do have June. I'll have classes in June. So I just don't have them on my sign up yet. But yeah, it's only $20. Yes, there's a number of people in here that take my classes. I feel like I'm a pretty good teacher. So, all right. And my lights are blinking. All right. I got to go. I'm tired. My back hurts. I need to go lay down for a little bit and eat. That's the problem. I need to eat. Oh, thank you, Yessie. I'm going to eat. I think that'll rejuvenate me a bit. And then I have a long night, but I'm super excited for it, actually. All right. Thank you all for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed all my stories about my dragon eggs. I'm going to go. I'm going to need to find a little crown. I'll find a crown for my dragon egg. French fries on the menu. Oh, yep. I might need to go get some French fries. I did not last week though. But Jen, Butterfly Jen, texted me with a picture of her French fries. She goes, "Listen, what the heck?" So next week, Todd Leonard's going to be on. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder. Hang on, Amy. That might be a good idea. Hold on. Look, I have this crown that is actually a candle holder. I wonder if the egg will fit. I don't know if it will or not. Any bets on if it'll fit? What do you think? I don't like how it sits. Hold on. Let's put the stand in there. Look, it sits in a crown. It fits in my crown. It fits in the little crown. What the heck? What do you think? Think you could live here? But also the fact that I had a crown that the egg fits in. Let's just take a moment to reflect on that for a second. That I actually, right, Amy? I think psychically you knew that was going to happen. You knew that I had something. This is amazing. Okay. It's like a little nest for my little dragon egg. All right, I'm going to put it over here in my little backdrop where it can live. Yes. What do you think? Let's put the baby back here. I don't know if I can get the baby. Look! It fits. right there. It's like a little net. It's in the thing. It's the little. Okay. There we are. So thank you all for hanging out, being here, being supportive. I truly, truly appreciate you all. Got Reverend Todd on next week talking about the Bang Sisters and all the cool things. I'm so excited about that. And yeah, go out and have an amazing day. I think I fully believe, remember the freedom of forward. If you're interested, if you're like going through relationship stuff, you're dealing with stuff and you're moving forward, highly recommend. Highly recommend. So thank you all so much for being here and sharing and tapping and interacting. I appreciate it more than you know. All right. Thank you all. Mwah. Have a great weekend. I'll be at dance competition all weekend. No, dance competition only on Friday and Saturday. Sunday is open now, which means I'm going to go to Mayfest at Camp Chesterfield. If you're in Central Indiana, Mayfest is at Camp Chesterfield this weekend. Go get readings. Go support the local mediums. Support your local medium. Okay, so there we go. Love you all. Mwah. Bye, friends.